guys, it's JJ Simmer and welcome to my first ever renovation. Now I want to start like a new series, but I actually have no clue what to call it. Should it be like renovate? No, that's like that was some weird shit. I'm sorry, that was totally me just thinking in my head. Should it like I don't know. This is kind of like a new series type of thing where I'm just gonna be like renovating EA lots. Because guys, I love The Sims. Do not get me wrong. I love The Sims, like I love everything in it, but sometimes there are lots that like not the best. Like we all know this, they're not always the nicest things, and like let's be honest, they don't need to make nice lots because that's what builders are for. I was gonna say us builder, but that statement implies that I'm a builder, which I am not. I attempt to do building, but like it does not work out. So hey, it's fine. But anyways, in this like I just like really like the idea of just like renovating all these lots and making them like nice, you know. So I don't know if I'm gonna renovate every lot, but I'm definitely like gonna renovate like a few. Like I renovated the blue velvet, and I renovated this I don't know what it's called. It's a library though. I probably should have said at the beginning we're renovating a library. And yeah, I love doing these renovations. Like I could definitely improve upon doing them because I renovate lots so slowly because like instead of just like getting rid of everything, I usually just get rid of one thing and replace it with another, or like it's a slow process for me. But hey, I do my best. It's fine. It works. The end result. Hey, I'm a fan of the end result. Does it look that different? Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. It's different though. It's nicer. I'll say that. I'll toot my own horn. That's like usually I'm like, oh, everything I do sucks, but I will say it looks nicer. So that's all that matters, right? But the exterior, like I'll give this EA this. Their exteriors, like that's better than anything that I could have done to the exterior. You're probably like looking at the thumbnail, and you're like, that looks exactly the same. Yes, it does, because I think I just changed the color for the exterior because EA makes great exteriors, but the interior, I'm like, first of all, those bookshelves are ugly, and there's just some setup issues. I was like, I gotta fix this. Like, I gotta fix this ASAP. But like, even watching this video back, like, you can see how slow I'm renovating it. Like, it's almost a little obnoxious, and I was thinking about making it faster. But hey, don't want to give people motion sickness. There's nothing worse. I'd rather have a slow like video, like a slow speed build. This isn't a speed build though, a fast one, because there's nothing worse than watching a speed build and it being way too fast. Because there's some YouTubers, I'm not gonna throw shade, but that their speed builds are way too fast and they like give me headaches, and it's just so unfortunate, you know. Because like right there, that could have given you some of you guys a headache, and I apologize for that. But hey, I assume that's gonna be the last time I do this. But anyways, I'm not gonna talk about the build, this voiceover piece. That's just boring. I realized like I've been watching a lot. I'm always watching a lot of Simmer, so let's be honest. But recently I've been like, this weekend I was so stressed. I was like, what calms you down? Speed builds. So I went back and watched like a ton of speed builds, and I was like, I cannot stand when the builder talks about the build. Like they can talk about it for a solid, I don't know, 5 minutes, but then I'm done. But they can like mention it, but I need a story, or even just like them talking about themselves. And since my life's very eventful and I have no stories, I will probably just talk about myself. Right now I am stressed. Like I almost didn't even record this because I'm so stressed, because this week, no, actually that's a lie. Well, kind of. I do have a final this week, but most of my finals are next week. But anyways, I'm coming up to it. Like, school is almost over. Thank goodness my school is like, oh, really late. I know, it stinks, but hey, it's almost over. And I'm like, just, you have one more week and then you're free. Not that I even like summer, but hey, maybe I'll talk about my hatred for summer in a different speed build, because hey, that would be fun, wouldn't it? But anyways, these finals have me stressed, and I'm like, okay, usually I'm like pretty good about like getting my YouTube shit done, but recently I just haven't been recording videos. I've been like doing speed builds. By the way, this weekend I did 2 speed builds. Do you want to hear about them? They both did get recorded. My recording software was just like, let's not record it. And 2 speed builds, and these might have been like 2 of my favorites, because in one of them what was I doing? I made like something from my current gameplay, because I love playing The Sims. Like some YouTubers just do like simmers, which like I don't even think I'd classify myself as a simmer, but you know what I mean. Some simmers, like they sim so much like on YouTube that they don't even have time to play gameplay, but I am not like that. Like I used to be like that, but now I'm like obsessed with playing The Sims. So anyways, I was making a house for my current household, current let's play, what the hell, current household, and it was so nice, and I was like, this is like one of my favorite builds. I can't wait to post this on the channel. then it decides not to work, and then I don't know what I was making the next day, but it did not record. What was it? Oh right, I made an apartment, and I was like, oh, I'm so proud of myself, like, second apartment I've ever made The Sims, and it looks bomb. But no, of course it was like, we're not filming, because that's just like the story of my life, right? And I just am realizing now there's probably gonna be a lot of pauses in this video, because I was like, whenever I build, it's like I build, I talk, I build, I talk, I build, I talk, but we're gonna give this 3 more seconds. If it's still paused, it's not, so it's fine. It's just, I'm sorry, it's so annoying to watch over sometimes my builds. I don't know, I should probably like watch them over before I do a voiceover. I was like listening, and some like simmers, like they're like, I watch over my videos like 3 times. I'm like, shit, I don't watch over my videos ever. Like, should I? I probably should, but I was supposed to say they're so boring, but that's for you to decide. Are they boring? Are they not? But like, it's just like, it's so irritating, like listening to my own voice. I'm like, do I sound like this? Like, I'm at my beginning stages of YouTube, obviously, and I need to like develop a YouTuber voice that's like nicer than my normal voice, because this right here is my normal voice, and it's like concerning, right? I have a gross voice, and I've always like, you know how you're really self-conscious about certain things, and like I'm self-conscious about everything, but my voice was never one of those things I was self-conscious about. Like, the one thing that I didn't even give it, like, I was not self-conscious about was my voice, until I started YouTube, and now I'm like, every time I talk, I'm like, that sounded so weird. It just, I don't like it. I hope you guys like it. I don't think you will, though. I don't know. I think it's more, I don't think I have like a terrible voice. I just think it's like me thinking I have a terrible voice, because I think that's one of those things where you can be like, I don't know, does anybody like love their voice? Is that a thing? I don't know, like maybe your singing voice, but like I'm a terrible singer. I love singing, granted. I'm like one of those people who like sings all the time even though they suck, but at least I know I suck. There's nothing worse than somebody's like, oh, and they like cannot sing, but they think they can sing, and it's just annoying. It's like, know your flaws. I'm like great at knowing my flaws, like maybe a little too great. I'm like, can pick this out of them. I'm like, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. Like a little too great with my flaws, but like, hey, it's okay. It's okay. But you guys, what we were talking about finals. How do we get into my voice? I don't know. I was probably saying how I did not want to record this video, because I was kind of just like, oh, do I have to record it? Like, I can just record it on Friday, the day I'm supposed to post it. But no, I was like, get it together and record this video now. So I did, and honestly, good for me, because I was not going to do it later in the week. But like, I'm so behind. Like, usually I'm like 2 weeks ahead of my like YouTube schedule, which is like a great place for me to be in, because it just makes everything so easy. But right now I have like no pre-recorded videos. I have every video this week done, but for next week I have no videos done. Like, I have my speed build ready for next week, but it's not like, what's the word? It's not there. It's paused again. I'm gonna go. No, just kidding. We're fine. With my speed build for next week, it's like done, and like I've done it, and it's even, I think it's rendered, but I just haven't done the voiceover for that, so that's easy. But I have not filmed any Let's Play parts, and I don't know if I'm gonna do an extra video next week, because this week I have 2 extra videos, and last week I had 2, but next week I don't know, because I was doing like mod reviews and like cast videos. Maybe I'll do a cast. I don't know. There have been no new mods so far. I don't know, maybe next week we'll have a cool mod. I don't know. I love mod reviews. They're probably like one of my favorite videos to do. My recent mod review, actually, though, I'll admit that. I can point out my flaws. Wasn't my best. I was just a little too excited. I was like, oh my goodness, ATM to The Sims. If you haven't seen it, go check out my Sims 4 ATM mod review. It was sad. I'm sorry. I tried, at least. Like, can't I get an A for effort? No. And you guys, okay, I'm gonna talk about the build again, because I am frustrated now looking back at it. We made a cafe in this library, because like, I would not go to the library. Are there cafes in libraries? I don't know. The only library I go to is Chapters, if Chapters even counts as a library. If you don't know what Chapters is, like, what the hell, it's a bookstore. But I guess if they don't have it, they might not have it all around the world, but Chapters is a bookstore. But does that count as a library? No. But I don't know if libraries have, well, what's it called? What are the cafes? But they should, at least near it. Like, there's not a, what's it called? Cafe in Chapters, but it's near at least, you know? Because it's Chapters, it's Starbucks. So, but anyways, like, that cafe was giving me a lot of trouble, and then I put down the wall heights, because you guys, can I tell you a secret? I hate wall heights that aren't small. There's some really nice windows though for large and like medium wall heights, but I just hate them because it just makes everything look awkward, I think. And because like nothing fits with those large wall heights except for windows. Like the window's great, but like no thank you. Like the apartment that I built was with like a large wall height. I was like, please let me change this wall height. Like please, it looks so bad, but no, I was not allowed to change it, which super upsetting, you know, because it was just ugly. But hey, I got over it. Kind of. I'm still a little bitter. I'm just bitter in general about that because that was a nice apartment and, well, I thought it was nice. But you guys will never be able to see it unless you check out my Sims 4 gallery. And by the way, you guys, do you hear that the Sims 4 gallery app is getting shut down? I'm like, that app was terrible, but I used it, if that makes any sense. Because I just liked being able to look at my stuff or like look for like favorite lots that I wanted to get later in my game on my phone. It's just so convenient because, and it was faster than the Sims 4 gallery on my computer for some reason. It was just like, so convenient. And then they're like, we're shutting it down. I was like, don't shut it down, update it and make it better. Like, why yay? And then they're taking down the Sims 3 and all the Sims 3 apps, like the Sims 3 World Adventures, and then the Sims 3 Ambitions. I'm like crying inside because that's where I started playing The Sims. Like, I played it one or two times on my computer because my friend had it. But when I started, like, when I fell in love with The Sims, it was ridiculously The Sims, like, 3 iPhone game, which is so bad because, like, if you've never played them, they're so bad compared to The Sims. But considering this stuff was all, like, I had access to it, all I really knew, it was like, oh my goodness, this is so good. And I was obsessed with it, and now that it's shutting down, and then like they're making The Sims for mobile, but we all know that's not as good as like The Sims 3 because they're in real time. You guys, do people like real time games? Because I don't have time to wait 3 hours for like my Sims energy to go up and then come back on the game. I need a fast forward button. Like, it's so annoying. But like, legitimate question, comment down below, do you like real time games? Because there's a lot of like real-time games out there and I don't like them, but maybe that's just me being me. Do people like them? Ugh, that's like, if they do, then ugh, they're just so annoying. Like, I don't have that much time. Like, this Sims 3 play, I'll tell you a secret, I cheated, so I don't have to wait times. Like, I have unlimited amount of not unlimited, like a million what are they called, Sims points? I don't know, whatever makes energy. Like, when it's like, wait 3 minutes or pay this, I have unlimited of the pay thing, so I don't have to wait. And it's like, hallelujah, you know. It's so nice. And you guys, can I just talk about these tables? I put a bunch of journals up there and I was like, that's so cute. But then I was like, Sims are gonna steal these. But I didn't care. I thought they're cute too. And I was going on a little tangent about like what the Sims 3 iPhone games, and then I totally just got off track, which like typical, so it's fine. Is it fine? I don't know if it's fine. It's just typical, so it's fine. You know, oh my goodness guys, this part, what I'm about to do, is my favorite part. It's like shelving, and then I had to go and debug, and I found a bunch of like, you'll see, but I found a bunch of books and just put them all across there, and I don't know if they can use these books in all honesty, but let's hope they can. And you guys, I hate doing like debug because it just brings out some scary shit that I'm like, I don't want to put that down. But look at these books, I don't think they can read them, but I just think it was like cool decor, and I was like, these are so cool. Like, a pat on the back. I feel like this whole renovation has just been me patting my, like, being like, well, you're so great. You guys, what am I gonna call this? I was gonna do like The Sims, for this video title was gonna be like The Sims for Renovation, but maybe, yeah, that's probably what it's gonna be, because it's not a speed build, it's a renovation. Because a speed build means I built it from scratch, which, hey, yeah, I do always build them from scratch, so that's fine. But yeah, I'm so, like, I think I want to do, like, I was so excited to post this video because there's been a few speed builds that I've been like super excited, and renovations I've been super excited to post, and this was definitely one of them. I'm like, can I just post it now? And no, I like wish I could have posted the blue velvet, but no. But you can definitely go check that out on my gallery, but you're not gonna be able to use the app because the app is being terminated. Did you hear the bitterness in my voice? Probably. And you guys, I had to fix all these bookshelves because these bookshelves were ugly AF. Like, those, like, what are they called? Like, what color are they? Cream colored bookshelves? Like, no, no, no thank you. No thank you. They're freaking gross. I was not a fan. But actually, now looking at this, I'm like, well, I'm such a fan of this lot. I just think I made it have, like, it's more filled up because EA lots can often be like, is it even EA who makes those lots? I just hit my mic. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. It might be Max's, but we know they can be empty because like obviously making lots isn't their main concern. I don't know why they don't just make like builders like not make but get builders like Deliracy to make them. But hey, as I was saying, building lots is not their main concern, so they're not like they can be empty sometimes. But this one I definitely build it up and I like it. I'm proud of myself. Usually I'm never one to like toot my own horn, which my friends would disagree with, but I really am not. But this time it's like toot toot. But anyways guys, we are coming up to the end of this build and I hope you all enjoyed. You guys, this voiceover wasn't terrible. I know, we're all shocked. But anyways, wish me luck in finals. I don't know if I'll do another voiceover. Maybe I'll be like, this is what happened. I failed because we all know I'm gonna fail, right? I know I'm gonna fail. Do you guys know I'm gonna fail? Maybe if somebody like tweeted, I believe in you, it would make me feel better. Just kidding, I'd be like, frick, it's jinxed. Is that how jinxing works? I don't know. Anyways guys, this is the end of the video. I'm actually gonna have to make this speed build longer because I ended up talking more than I was supposed to. What's new? But anyways, don't forget to comment, like, or subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video, which, hey, I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be great. Anyways, bye guys. Can do it, but promise me every time I'll be down lower than hell. You digging me back to the surface, rocking the stage. You think I'm just cocky, but really I'm drowning inside, feeling nervous. Sound of the violins of the alarm clock, they waking me up when the harm stop. I'm dreaming we staying together, but honestly you kinda act like it's all games. And I'm tired of this, but it's sad cause I feel like you fine with this. And I'm mad as hell, but I cry for this. Just wasting my time, but it fills my game. Spit a rhyme to this, and that's real. Running in circles, never leave me alone.